What's up, guys? It's your boy Wakimandu, and you are watching Wenchtrenchers Garage, and I am sorely apologetic for not really doing anything for a little while. It got really busy with customer cars. I got to make some money around here, but now I am finally back on the Corvette, and I've done a bunch of things to the engine to for the buildup. And the thing with that is that I'm sorry I didn't do a whole lot of videoing for that. If you follow my Instagram, you probably see my stories. If you didn't, sorry, they're gone. We're ready to do a test fit now. I know, right? Seems like yesterday. I have all of the gaskets on, seal on. I ended up ordering a seal kit so that these plates can go on straight, but I didn't end up using them because what I have is this old style seal down there, and that thing fits on there so tight. I don't understand how you can even be off. So what I ended up doing is using that and then putting the pan on with no gasket at first, and then just kind of bolting everything to make sure everything was 100% straight at the seam there before I put the gasket on. And then I bolted that all on. I put a little bit of RTV in some of these corners, and I believe we're gonna be just fine as far as leaks. Now if this thing leaks, then you know what, I'm just gonna have to do it again, but I think I'll be fine because I measured, remeasured, and I used flat edges and everything that I can use to make sure this thing went on dead straight. So it should be okay. But for now, as you can see, well, the Corvette is actually out of its little spot. And you can tell how long it's been in that spot because of all the trash here, so I gotta clean that up. We're gonna go ahead and lift this bad boy and we're gonna test fit it. I just kinda wanna see what it looks like in the engine bay, but we're gonna see how this thing plays out. So, all right guys, wish me luck. I'm gonna go ahead and throw this thing in there. Okay guys, there she is. She's in there all mocked up. Of course it's coming back out because, you know, I got to do a few little things in there, but man, she looks good sitting in there. I'm using a jack with a block of wood underneath to help support it, and this is about how much room I have with the transmission. I don't know if it's sitting up too high. I really don't know if I'm doing okay with where the transmission is gonna be, but I think it'll be okay. If not, I'm gonna have to move it forward to make some more room for the transmission to get in there. I still have some adjustability to move it forward if I have to. I guess the only way to find out is to bolt the transmission on and then go ahead and drop the whole thing in, and then go underneath and see if all of the transmission mounts work. I'm gonna have to steal the ones off of those. I might have to make some brackets or something, but we'll have to see. But man, look at that. Dang, that thing looks good sitting in there, don't it? Alright guys, well tomorrow I'm gonna come back out here and I will go ahead and probably pull this thing back out of here. And I guess while it's back out, I'll go ahead and bolt on the crank pulley. I'll probably put the trunnion kit on when this is out, and as you can see, I'm really tight back here as far as this wire loom is concerned. So I'm probably gonna have to mess with that a little bit. So there you go guys, still got some things to do. See you tomorrow. Hey, what's up guys? We're back in the shop again, and as you can see, the engine is back out of this guy. I put it back on the stand. The cylinder heads are back off of this thing because I'm a doofy-doo. But yeah, I was dumb and I completely forgot to put the lifters in. So I put the lifter trays back in there, cleaned them up real good. And usually they come with new ones, but mine didn't. So I just cleaned them up. They were in great shape. I didn't worry about it. So those are going right back in. And as you can see, I have all of my lifters sitting here soaking in oil. They're not gonna do I'm not doing like an overnight soak. These are roller lifters, so I'm not really worried too much about it. Not to mention, I keep hearing things online where it's like some people soak them, some people don't. Necessary, unnecessary. Kind of going in between that. I just let it soak for a few hours. and then I'm just gonna go ahead and throw them in there. And then I'm gonna make sure that the oil pressure is right before we start the car, and make sure we get oil through all these things. So that's about it for that. Oh yeah, also since I had to take the heads back off, I took the metal head gaskets back to the machine shop to have them looked at to see if I needed to get any more gaskets, and he was like, "Are you kidding? Just go and bolt these things back on, stop screwing around, and stop being so paranoid." He said, "I'm doing all right." He said, "Don't worry about it." So basically, I'm just gonna go ahead and bolt these things right back on where they belong. I've also started the Trunnion kit upgrade. So what we have here is a Comp Cams Trunnion kit. There is the part number and everything in case you want one of these. And basically it's pretty self-explanatory. What we're going to be doing with this thing is upgrading the bearings that are inside of the rockers. Have bearings now. These still have needle bearings, where I've seen some that have that don't have needle bearings. They have like a smooth surfaced journal bearing style. I've already started to take the old ones out, just kind of making sure that my old vise here can do the pressing that it needs to do to get these in and out, and it sure enough does. And as you can see, this is where the bearing is right here, where all the needle bearings go on this one. And as you can see, they easily kind of just fall out under high RPMs, and you don't want that in your engine. So what I have are these upgraded ones here, where on both sides of this guy, you're going to have kind of a lip on both sides of it, so these bearings don't fall out. So once you press them in, they stay in. So all I got to do is start pressing this one back in. I just kind of wanted to get started to see if I can actually do it this way, or if I needed somebody to do it, but it seems like we'll be able to do it just fine. Look at all these that I have to do. So it's going to be a pretty long night. So I'm going to go ahead and put you guys on the GoPro. I probably won't come back for a little bit. So until then, guys, I'll see you in a bit. Okay guys, I was really determined to get this Trunnion kit put in, so I ended up bringing in my old busted beat up table with my old $19 vise on it, and unbelievably it's working. So yeah, I'm gonna continue with the Trunnion kit. So I'm fully determined to have these heads completely bolted back on with the, completely have this thing just done where I don't have to open it up again. Trunnion kit together and ready to bolt that guy on. I'd like to have this bolted onto the block tonight and just sitting here ready to go into the car tomorrow, but I don't know. I'm just gonna keep going. Okay guys, the Trunnion upgrades are finally done. It's like 11 o'clock. I wanted to be done a long time ago. I haven't even bolted on the heads yet. Yeah, I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna see if I can get this bolted up. Drop the other lifters right in here. Yeah, I had those upside down before. They're right side up now. They're right side up in this one too, by the way. Big mess everywhere. But that guy needs to be in there tomorrow evening. So let's get to work. Hey, what's up guys? It is the following morning and I was up a little late last night, and as you can see, And the place is kind of a mess, so I'm gonna go ahead and clean that up for the beginning of this day. I'm not gonna film it. You've seen a bunch of those. Okay guys, as you can see, I was here all late last night, and basically what I did was I went ahead and installed the valve train. The Trunnion kit was completed, so that's good. So we got an upgraded Trunnion kit. The valve train is in, and I'm sorry that I did not film me doing that, but basically it's pretty easy. I'm using the stock rockers and the stock push rods, but if you look inside there, you can actually see the valve through the cathedral ports. And basically all you have to do is check to see if that valve is fully closed. And if that valve is fully closed, you can proceed to torque that bolt right there, which is it's been switched over to an Allen because of the upgrade kit that I got. If in case you want to know, it's a 6mm. You torque that to 22 foot-pounds once you see that the valve is completely closed. So I did that on all the intake valves first because they're the easiest ones to see. And then I went back and I rotated the engine until I saw the intake start to open, and then I went ahead and I torqued the exhaust. Or is it the other way around? Well, it's the other way around on this one. But either way, you can see it through the port, and then you can torque all those to 22 foot-pounds, and then you got a working valve train. So if you turn this guy, you can see stuff moving around. So I'm pretty happy about that. Looks like we got things moving along. So there you go, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and end this video right here because I have to end it somewhere. And thank you guys for watching. I greatly appreciate it. If you like what I'm doing here, subscribe. If you don't, don't worry about it. It's okay. I'm glad you watched anyway. You guys take it easy. Keep wrenching. Wrench out. Peace.
Now I remember your smile.